Have you noticed that your 2-year-old sometimes just wants to be the baby? They want to be cuddled and pampered and carried, but at other times, they just want to be independent. They want to put on their own shoes and buckle their own car seat. This is the push and pull that is just everything about 2. And what we want as parents is help knowing what our children are ready for and how to support that desire for independence. So we've designed everything in this play kit to give your child so many ways to play and learn that will keep them really engaged as they do more and more for themselves. They'll practice identifying and naming their emotions. They'll develop spatial skills with a tricky puzzle and build their independence with playthings that are sized just right for them. Let's start with the every which way scale and pails. So children are naturally curious about this concept of cause and effect. And brain science tells us that the more concretely we can present concepts like weight and contrast and experimentation, the deeper their learning will be. This scale is actually a fan favorite. Parents who receive this kit often write to us about how much they love the scale. Their child loves the scale. They love the removable metal buckets, and they really captivate their children because it's real life learning about cause and effect. We know that 2-year-olds love to get physically involved in their learning. They love to just get their whole body into it. And so the scale has 2 pails that can be removed, and so they're great to take on a nature walk to gather rocks and leaves, or an indoor hunt to find coins or puzzle pieces that can fit inside. Then they can place these pails on the scale to experiment with balance and weight. And as they play, they'll begin to learn about contrasts. They might see that rocks usually weigh more than leaves, and a large quantity of pebbles might still weigh less than one big rock. You can also use the scale for counting and comparison practice, so your child can see that 1 blue coin is the same weight as 1 red coin. Or you can put 3 coins in the pail in one of the pails, and then see how the weight of 3 compares to 1. This is such a fun tool to help your child understand balance, weight in a really hands-on way. Next, let's take a look at the Squeaky Clean Squeegee set. I bet you noticed that your child loves to play with water and that your 2-year-old loves getting involved with whatever you're doing around the house. They really love to help. They're intrinsically motivated. So the set is so simple, but the details are what really make it. The Montessori philosophy encourages practical life learning, but it really does take practice and the right gear. Here are the reasons why this set is so special. Number 1, it doesn't jet this straight stream of water that can squirt in your face or oversaturate something. This nozzle is designed to spray a super fine but satisfying mist, so your child will get that water play that they love without drenching your home or your face. 2, it's the perfect size and weight for toddler hands, so it's effortless for them to practice 2-handed activities, so they can spray and use the squeegee or spray and use a cloth. Number 3, it's developmental. Using a spray bottle and squeegee requires both concentration and 2-handed coordination, and squatting down and reaching up high is exactly what occupational therapists love to encourage. So if you need any more proof, and I get it, we're just talking about a spray bottle here, but we're really passionate about it, let me just read you this review from a parent. I do not know why, but the Lovevery spray bottle is some kind of magic. We have had another brand spray bottle for a long time and recently got the Lovevery bottle. I thought, great, another spray bottle, ugh. But the Lovevery bottle is way better. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Let's look at this puzzle, the sort and stack peg puzzle. I want to begin by telling you about a study by the National Institutes of Health. It found that young children developed a greater capacity for focus when they had gentle and limited support from their adult caregivers. So think about it as like focus coaching. Focus has to be taught and practiced. Too much input from you, though, can actually interrupt focus. Finding the right balance, at least for me, was always super hard. So this puzzle is a really helpful tool to practice focus coaching because it starts with something easy for them to focus on, like shapes. And around 30 months, children start to understand the difference between a circle, a triangle, a square, and a rectangle. And they start by simply sorting the pieces into those different categories. And as they build their focus and play more independently, they have to work their spatial skills through trial and error to figure out which pieces fit on the puzzle pegs. And if they start to disengage, you can actually offer some support and help. One of my favorite things I hear from parents is, I had no idea my child could do this already. This is a really great progression in their puzzle learning. Now, let's look at the Pinkies Up Picnic Set. At this age, what they really want to do during pretend play is copy or mimic things that happen in everyday real life. This set is full of relatable items. So it has a little teapot and 2 teacups, 2 stainless steel spoons, a set of organic cotton placemats, and this cute little picnic tote. They're so used to seeing you pour drinks and tote things around and set the table, and now they have their very own set to practice what they've been watching you do through play. And by including 2 play settings, your child can engage in early social and pretend play. This is the Emotion Match Mirror and Card Set. So the fun and intrigue of looking at yourself in the mirror, it actually starts early. And this tool takes that natural human instinct and turns it into a chance to explore emotion and build empathy. A key part of emotional intelligence is being able to recognize what people are feeling by the facial expressions that they're making. So this fun tool is actually really key to your child's social emotional learning. Each card depicts different emotions, everything from sad to disgusted and surprised and happy and more. So your child can see them and try them and play with them and make their own expressions with the mirror. So they can try to match their face, the facial expression that they're making, with what they see on each card in this really cute and playful way. And you can work on naming those emotions with your child. So you could practice, working through feelings. So for example, when I feel sad, I need a hug. And this ability to recognize and name emotions comes in so handy when those big feelings arise. So this playtime will really pay off. Next, I want to share with you the book that's included with this play kit, my favorite nature buddy board book. So our books all focus on this Montessori philosophy of showing real photographs of real life images of children going through storylines of things that they might encounter in life. So my favorite nature buddy is a story of a child that is going to the park with her grandpa, and she's exploring nature and having so much fun, and then a bee lands on her and she's worried. Flying bees and bugs can be so scary for toddlers. So your child can see what it looks like to be resilient and work through something that they're scared of. And this find and seek book is so fun. It has all these different animals that you can find in each page, which means it'll keep your child really engaged at story time. Each kit comes with a play guide. And in the play guide for 2-year-olds, we've gone a lot deeper into what's happening right now in your child's development and how you can play and help. So we talk about gross motor skills and math learning and language development to give you the sense of security and understanding of where your child is in their progression. Oftentimes we just don't get this kind of information from preschool or from daycare or from our pediatrician. So we also go through all the playthings in the play kit and give you lots of ideas for real life play. So DIY activities that don't require you having to get a bunch of stuff at the craft store, and lots of different ways to bring these playthings to life. Enjoy this stage. We are so excited to be with you with your enthusiastic 2-year-old. It is such a fun age.